Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I am addressing some comments that I've received recently along the lines of Enders! Enders, I shoot somebody with gun and bullet. I see bullet go around person. I see a bullet go around person. Game broken. Game broken? I quit. I quit game, Enders. And I understand that, okay? I understand your frustrations, but I know what you're complaining about. They changed the gunplay, and that means some of the weapons that you used before might not be as good as what they used to be able to do, right? So that means that weapons like the M5, weapons like the LCMG, weapons like pretty much any weapon that's in the SMG, LMG, AR categories, they changed the way the spread works. Now, spread was already in Battlefield 2042, it just didn't matter. They made spread matter in order to reduce the effective engagement ranges. And now what you have to do is burst when you shoot weapons. So we're gonna go over the best weapons to use after the spread changes, and I'll give you guys a few tips and tricks. So if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. It's a running meme on this channel at this point. Let me know what you're eating. I ate a delicious General Tso's chicken before I recorded this video with a white shirt, and I got nothing on it. I mean, I'm just saying, right? Like, I'm just saying. So, unfortunately, you have to use 3 brain cells now in order to shoot people in this game. You have to burst fire while you shoot. Before, you had to use only 2 brain cells. You didn't have to burst, but now you have to use 3. So, you don't have to microburst. I'll give an example. Like, microbursting is sort of like this bursting, right? See how it's like, I'm only bursting like every 2-3 shots. You don't have to do that in this game. Leave that in Battlefield 3 and 4 where it belongs, okay? In this game, you can get away with a bit longer burst interval. So you can go like, you know, maybe 4, 5, 6, 7 bullets to a burst. That's how you want to control your spread in this game. So yeah, you don't worry about microbursting. And in general, a lot of your weapons will not kill as far out as they used to, and that's actually working as intended. The engagement ranges, it was the opinion of DICE and the opinion of myself. I had nothing to do with this, by the way, but the engagement ranges were just ridiculous. You would die to an LMG, you know, ARs, SMGs, out to 150, 100 plus meters. That's never really the case. It's never been the case in previous Battlefield games. So, with this new bursting, mechanic emphasized, the best weapons in the game have actually slightly shifted, and we're going to go over that right now. So I'm just going to go through all the categories of weapons and go through some of the highlights. I won't go through every single weapon. Whenever they add new weapons to the game, typically in you know, season updates, stuff like that, I will make an updated version to the best all attachments video guides that you guys might know of. Right now, if I made an update, you know, it'd be putting out, you know, maybe 2 of those a month with how many attachments they're adding. So, you know, I'm going to wait on that a little bit. But for the SMG category, the SMGs didn't get hit that hard, if I'm being completely honest with you. You can still kill people at a great distance. But with higher RPM SMGs, such as the AC9, the K30, some of the PBX setups, you know, the P90, they got hit pretty hard at range, and I would honestly not recommend using them past like 30 meters. And that's actually good, because that's, I guess, how it should be. Now, if you want to ignore the rules of the game a little bit and get away with a little more, the PP Bison is still the best SMG in the game in general, in my opinion. Factory barrel, standard issue, high power. That's what you want to go with. A close runner-up, in my opinion, would be the PBX. PBX isn't quite as good at range, but it's a great general use weapon. Still great. I use tactical compensator, and I switch between that and rap suppressor. MGL laser sight, BCG, close combat, standard issue, high power. Pretty straightforward stuff there. In terms of ARs, the ARs, they kind of got hit at that farther range. Like with the AK, for instance, I was killing people out sometimes to 120, 140 meters. I think I got 1 kill at before. They can no longer really do that, not consistently at least. You're gonna have to burst for quite a long time. So The ARs are still generally extremely effective, but again, that range was really knocked down. The lower RPM weapons in general are going to be more effective after these updates. So weapons like the Scar, weapons like the AC-42, right? Scar, in my opinion, is now the best all-around assault rifle in the entire game. Tactical compensator, 40 millimeter, high-powered drum mag, right? And the AC-42, because it's a burst weapon, it doesn't really care about the spread changes. It just doesn't. So, grab suppressor, SDR laser sight, standard issue extended. You can slap on a grenade launcher or grip attachment to this if you would like, because it's a burst weapon, so it doesn't really care about the underbarrel. This is sort of like personal preference. Runners up, the GW46 is surprisingly accurate. So is the ACWR. And of course, I guess it goes without mentioning the RM68. So Scar H, AC-42, GEW, ACWR, those would be my absolute top picks. And some of you were saying, well, why isn't he mentioning the AK? Well, the AK just gets outclassed by the Scar, just straight up. Like mathematically, the Scar just shits on the AK. You can still use it. It's still accurate, but just use the Scar. It does everything better than it. The LMGs by far got hit the hardest in terms of effectiveness. I was using the LCMG today, and let's just say that I was kind of surprised at how hard the LMGs got hit. The LMGs used to be able to kill people routinely at over 100 meters. Routinely. I would do that like it's nothing, right? Just like, oh, there's a guy over there, and you're dead. And that was terrible for the game, obviously. But now I was having trouble at getting kills, even while I'm, full-on microbursting at about even 60 meters sometimes. Now, they're still incredibly effective. It's just, they're going to be, in my opinion, the hardest weapon type to utilize on the go effectively now. Specifically at range. So, I would say the LMGs, just as a blanket statement, all the higher RPM LMGs, I would be cautious at how far away you use them. Now, if you want an LMG that can reach out to a great distance, the M60 is actually quite good. I find that you can burst this, in longer-ish bursts intervals, 5, 6, 7 maybe, and it recently got buffed as well, so it's better at range, but slightly worse at close quarters, although I have to admit, it's still completely fine in close quarters. Use the BCG light grip. Do not equip these suppressors. Don't equip the tactical compensator either. The tactical compensator, I didn't find it did anything, to be honest with you. And it might not be worth the recoil. And extended mag, obviously. BCG I found was definitely worth it. So try the M60 out if you haven't. And if you want to avoid all of these changes, I'm talking about all of them. If you don't care about the spread changes and you say, listen, I just want to play this game and I don't want to think about bursting, they haven't yet made any spread changes to the DMRs or the snipers or any of the tactical weapons. They might do that farther down the line, but as of right now, if you want to avoid all these changes that I spoke about, use marksman rifles, snipers, and the railgun, I guess, or the shotguns in general. Best marksman rifles, BSVM, M39, and SVK. Those are top 3. BSVM is one of the most overpowered weapons in Battlefield history. Been nerfed like 3 times, and it's still absolutely insane. Short barrel, LWG grip, high power extended. It can also be turned into an SMG on the fly because, dice balance. M39 EMR, in my opinion, one of the best, if not the best weapon in mid-range in the entire game. This gun was recently updated, got attachments, so it has less recoil via the champion muzzle brake. Has a 29-round magazine, and it has a blisteringly fast TTK of 200 milliseconds out to 40 meters. If you don't know what that means, it kills you faster than the average human reaction time. So, yeah, and it has 30 rounds, almost 30 rounds in a magazine. M39 EMR, insane within 40 meters. Same can be said for the SVD. Now, SVK, it doesn't kill that quickly compared to the M39 EMR. but its range is extended. So this can two-shot you out to 100 meters. The M39 can two-shot you out to 40 meters, but it has a higher fire rate and all that. It's a bigger magazine count. It's just a closer range weapon, the M39, compared to the SVK. Snipers, fairly straightforward. I'm not even going to bother, going over the setups. It's a bolt action. Just put whatever you want on it so it feels good, right? Nothing really matters if you want to put a bipod on it, if you want to put a long barrel on it, short barrel, close quarter ammo, it doesn't matter. They're all bolt actions. Wing it. Wing it. In terms of shotguns, again, 12M, this gun is, it's essentially a felony if you equip this weapon. So shortened barrel, buckshot, shell drum, MGL laser sight. You will make people very angry if you equip this. And you might cause the server to deteriorate because whenever someone equips the 12M, they're like, all right, motherfucker. All right. All right. You want to play like that? And they all pull it out, right? So yeah, those are, in my opinion, the best weapons after 5.2. I played with them extensively after the spread changes, and that is what I find works best for me in my gameplay. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. I stream on Twitch every single day at twitch.tv/enders. And join the Discord, follow your boy on Twitter. And I hope you guys have a good lunch or breakfast or dinner or whatever you are eating while you watch this video, because I know you guys eat my videos. Okay? I know. There was a comment chain that was 60 comments long discussing what food you guys eat while you watch my videos, which I thought that was fucking hilarious, by the way. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later.